ago, in 1793, an evil woman named Angelique said with glee, I cast the spell on Barnabas, and what was even worse, she turned him into a vampire. That was his curse.
Barnabas, we must confess, we dig your pearly fangs and your mustang vest. Biting people's backs is your ghoulish desire. Barnabas, your favorite
Barnabas the vampire doesn't drink or smoke. Not even Bloody Marys, yeah, he'd rather have a Coke. When the night is dark and the moon is full and there's nothing to do, be careful when you walk at night, or he'll put the bite on you.
Barnabas, we must confess, we dig your pearly fangs and your bloodstained vest. Biting people's backs is your ghoulish desire. Barnabas, your favorite
as anyone could be. Left a note in blood, set up going on TV. Barnabas had flown away to Collinsport in Maine to become the Ed Sullivan of the jugular vein.
Barnabas, we must confess, we dig your pearly fangs and your bloodstained vest. Biting people's backs is your ghoulish desire. Barnabas, your favorite vampire.
Sing my song, boys and ghouls.
We dig your pearly fangs and your bloodstained vest. Biting people's backs is your ghoulish desire. Barnabas, your favorite vampire.
Watch me do my thing.
Barnabas, we must confess, we dig your pearly fangs and your bloodstained vest. Biting people's backs is your ghoulish desire. Barnabas, your favorite vampire.
Can you dig it?
Yes, Vincent, I can dig it. Can you dig it? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Vinyl Channel. I'm that Vinyl Guy, Boz. So for the next 90 minutes or so, I'm going to be playing some Halloween 45s from my personal Halloween collection. Scary, spooky, funny, you name it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the very first one here, which is going to be Screamin' J. Hawkins in Voodoo.
I met this chick at a kung fu flick and she really was exciting. She had a real dog face, asked me to her place. I said, Screamin', that's inviting. When we got there, she said, sit anywhere. So I sat down on a couch. She said, close your eyes, I got a big surprise. The next thing I do, give me a boo-boo. Now I'm someone you can see through. Who do you think you are? Now sticks and stones will break my bones. The names will never harm me. But when she started sticking them pins in me, I said, man, that alarmed me. Now it ain't that I'm old-fashioned and I won't go for something new. But baby, please, I ain't no tease. How you like them pins in you? Oh, voodoo. Give me a boo-boo. Now I'm someone you can see through. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Okay, so welcome everybody. So that was again Screamin' Jay Hawkins, Voodoo. So great song from 1974. Next we're going to do Monster Mash. Now this is not the Bobby Boris Pickett version. He did the original in 1962. This one also came out in 62, but it's a cover by a guy named Zacherle. So let's go ahead and take a listen to his cover of the Monster Mash.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He did
smash.
the mash,
It caught on in a
he
flash.
did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a joke from my electrode.
They did the mash,
They did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they did the mash.
They did the monster mash. Zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included a wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocky, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The Compton diners were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five.
They played the mash,
They played the monster
the
mash.
monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they played the mash.
They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drax voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvanian twist?
It's now the mash,
It's now the monster mash,
the monster mash.
and it's a graveyard
It's
smash.
now the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
it's now the mash.
It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool. Drax a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you.
And you can mash,
Then you can monster
the
mash
monster mash.
and do my graveyard
Then
smash.
you can mash,
You catch on in a flash,
then you can mash.
then you can monster mash. Now all together. By the
Okay, so that was the Monster Mash again by Zacherle. I see some people, some friends have entered the room. Adrian and I Beat Up to Beat. Hey everybody, hope you're having a great night. Hope you're all ready for Halloween. So I'm gonna get ready to go on to the next song. Now this is interesting. This is a song that I listened to a lot when I was a kid. It's called "They're Coming to Take Me Away, Haha." Now originally it was by a guy named Napoleon the 14th, I believe it is. A guy from his name was Napoleon the 14th. He did the original "They're Coming to Take Me Away, Haha." But this here is a cover of the song from 1978. It's a disco version. It's really cool, but it has some spooky stuff in the background too. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for you guys. So take a listen.
Have no fear, there'll be no pain. All I want is your jugular vein.
Omar the vampire, he made my life a wreck. Omar the the vampire, he got a hold of my girl's neck. He stole my woman away from me one night. He didn't even have to kiss her, all it took was just one bite.
Well, she must have felt sorry for that sucker, 'cause he was real eat up with the uglies. All I know is after some of his acne puncture, she was wanting to get rid of me. Well, I went my way and saw her next day with a bad-looking mark on her neck, and I said, "Hey, honey, did he hurt you last night?" She said, "No, you fool, he's a real cool goo. His mark is worse than his bite." Get it, folks? His mark is worse than his bite. I'm gonna sing about that sucker.
Omar the vampire, he hung out in the bars and drank Bloody Marys and gave a lot of women scars. He sure was something, yeah, he was a real cool goo. Omar the vampire, he was a neck-sucking fool.
Well, he surprised her one night and brought her a pet bat. It was a weird little furry ugly thing. She didn't like it at first, but it kind of grew on her, and she named the little feller Dean. Dean Bat. Kind of has a ring to it, don't it?
Ring-a-ding, ring-a-ding, a-ding, ding, ding. Omar the vampire, he made my life a wreck. Omar the vampire, he got a hold of my girl's neck. He stole my woman away from me one night. He didn't even have to kiss her, all it took was just one bite.
I guess that sucker forgot about all them real good parts. He was so crazy about necks. But this old boy, yours truly, knows them all and how to please the opposite sex. Here comes that last chorus.
Omar the vampire, he thrilled her less and less. She got tired of his hickeys on her neck. Yeah, she liked my hickey best. 'Cause she came running back to me one happy day to stay and said, "My neck is numb, I've been so dumb. Let's go all the way. Honey, let's go all the way."
Anyhow now, me and my baby are back together again. And when her neck heals up, we're gonna form ourselves a bossa nova bluegrass band. Why, she's even learned to pick the banjo. Listen to her back there now.
I'm from South Carolina with a vamp bite on my knee.
Hey, what do you mean a vamp bite on your knee? I thought he was a neck man. What's that sucker doing down there in my territory?
Well, you see, he had this friend who was a midget.
That's ridiculous. I'm disappointed in you, Hortense. Give me back my banjo.
I'm from South Carolina with a vamp bite on my knee.
Give me that banjo.
All right, so it seemed to hit a little snafu there where I had the wrong song. I have a list here in front of me, but I jumped lines down to the next line. But that was Omar the Vampire by the Hamburger Brothers, 1975. Great Halloween novelty song. A little bit on the countryside, but still good. So next we have, now we have the Coming to Take Me Away, haha. Again, this is a disco version from 1978. It's a cover of it, and it's by the Gorrie and Mellis group. So let's go ahead and take a listen to it, all right?
Remember when you ran away, I got down on my knees to pray. Begged, oh yes, I begged you not to leave. When you left me anyhow, the days got worse and worse, and now I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho. Hee hee, haha, to the funny farm, where life is groovy all the time. With nice young men in clean white coats, I'll play in the tub with rubber boats. And they're coming to take me away, haha. ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho. Hee hee ha ha to the happy home with trees and flowers, with folks who twiddle their thumbs and toes and stick their spoon up their nose, and they're coming to take me away, ha ha. Unselfish, loving deeds. Well, you just wait, they'll find you yet. And when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy monster. And they're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ho ho. Hee hee ha ha to the funny farm. Well, I've been groovy all the time. Nice young men in clean white coats, play in the tub with rubber boats. And they're coming to take me away, ha ha. Got bats in my belfry, yes I do. I'm gonna do the Voodoo. My brains are scrambled in the pan. Shrink says I need a brain scan, and they're coming to take me away. Ha ha. My mind is shot squeezed like a lime. I repeat myself all the time. I learned this verse from my mom. She repeats herself till she can talk. Drives me nuts every day, and that's what I've got to say. They're coming to take me away. Ha ha. They're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away.
All right, so there was Come to Take Me Away, haha, again, a cover from 1978. So the next up is going to be Me and My Mummy. Now, this is a song that was done by Bobby Boris Pickett. He's known for the Monster Mash, but this song was also on his Monster Mash album. I do have it as a single. It's a great single, great for Halloween. So let's go ahead and take a take a listen to that.
She's alive! She's alive! I saw the face of the mummy last night. Well, I fell in love with this hideous sight. How could it happen? Oh, how could it be? It's just me and my mummy and me. It happened in Egypt by the old river Nile, at the base of the pyramid. She cracked me a smile, her bandage unraveled, preserved flesh I did see. Now it's me and my mommy, my mummy and me. Fleshlight play in her tomb she did lay for thousands and thousands of years. Well, I came one day, found her rotting away, and dried all her clay-like tears. Well, we married in Cairo the very next day. Now outside our crypt the inscription does say, here lie two mummies, wrapped close as can be. It's just me and my mummy and me. Oh, I love her so. She's my little mummy there. She has me all wrapped up. She's so far out. Just loves her tana leaves. So heavy. She's alive. She's alive. Right on. Uptight and out of sight.
Okay, so that was Me and My Mummy, Bobby Boris Pickett. Yeah, great song. So I see a couple other people have entered the room. Welcome everybody to my Halloween extravaganza. I'm playing Halloween music from my personal 45 RPM collection. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next song. Now this is interesting. This is Haunted House by the Compton Brothers from 1969. Now, Haunted House was originally done, I believe, by Jumpin' Gene Simmons. No, not Gene Simmons from Kiss, but Jumpin' Gene Simmons. I believe he did the original, but this is a cover that these guys did, and it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and listen to it, all right?
I just moved in my new house today. Moving was hard, but I got squared away. Bells started ringing and chains rattled out. I knew I'd moved in a haunted house. Still I made up in my mind to stay. Nothing was gonna drive me away. When I saw something that gave me the creeps, had one big eye and two big feet. I stood right still and I did the freeze. He did the stroll right up to me. Made a noise with his feet that sounded like a drum.
Say you'll be here when the morning comes.
Say yes, I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be right here and I ain't gonna run. I bought this house, now you know I'm boss. Hey, no, I ain't gonna run me off. In my kitchen, my stove was a burning hot. The coffee was a boiling in the pot. The grease had melted in my pan. I had a hunk of meat in my hand. From outer space there said a man on the hot stove with pots and pans. Say that's hot, I begin to shout. He drank the hot coffee right from the spout. He ate raw meat right from my hand. Drank the hot grease from the frying pan. Said to me, now you better run.
And don't you be here when the morning comes.
Say yes, I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be right here and I ain't gonna run. I bought this house, now you know I'm boss. They know I ain't gonna run
Yeah, so this song came out originally by 1969 by Jumpin' Gene Simmons. No, not the Gene Simmons from Kiss, but Jumpin' Gene Simmons. He is a country singer, and he originally came out with the song, but there's been several covers over the decades. There's actually 2 covers on this show, and this is the first one here by the Compton brothers. I have another one later on in the show as well. So there you go, Tora Bird. I appreciate the comment, but I mean, I really love Halloween music. I hope you all are enjoying the Halloween music as well. Let's go ahead and move on to our next song. So the next one is going to be an instrumental. It's going to be by the band called The Champs. Now, The Champs was known for their song Tequila. So, but they came out with a song. This one was called Experiment in Terror. So it definitely has that Alfred Hitchcock type feel to the music. So I thought it'd be great for this show. So let's go ahead and get to it. So that was The Champs. So see, Beat After Beat has a comment here. Got some pumpkins going on, some lightning. Thank you there. So I hope you all are enjoying the show so far. I had a great time making this, recording these songs. I pulled all these 45s out of my collection and just started recording one after the other. So it was just a good time doing this. I'm glad I can share these songs with you. So the next one is going to be Frankenstein 59. Now this is was put out, of course, 1959 by Dickie Goodman. Now this is a breakout song, a breakout record they call it, where you kind of get like a guy asking a question and the response comes from a snippet from a song. Dickie Goodman pioneered this this style. I collect Dickie Goodman. I have a whole stack of Dickie Goodman 45s with that big. I love Dickie Goodman. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to the next song. This is Dickie Goodman for you.
They said it couldn't be done.
Couldn't be done, couldn't be done, couldn't be done. But now at last, I've created the Frankenstein monster.
This is Count Dracula speaking. The Frankenstein monster has escaped.
Don't try to hide. I'm very pleased.
We're here in Washington at a special meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, the President.
Hello, baby.
Mr. President, what happens if the monster cannot be stopped?
Problems, problems, problems all day long.
Our Army radar has picked up the monster, heading toward Philadelphia. This is Westbrook Van Eastbrook reporting. We're now here in Philadelphia, where the entire U.S. Army is awaiting the battle of the century. We've spotted the monster coming this way. It's Frankenstein.
Just call my name.
The Army has opened fire on the monster. But he still keeps coming. Hold your fire! Dr. Frankenstein's chief assistant is stepping forward. He's trying to speak to the monster.
You don't remember me, but I remember you.
The monster is attacking him. All efforts to stop Frankenstein have failed. There is only one hope left. I, Count Dracula, will speak to the monster in the only language he understands.
Come prima, più di prima, t'amerò.
It's no use. Nothing can stop the monster. He's heading into the local television studio. Frankenstein is dancing on bandstand. It looks like all the monster wanted to do was dance with the teenagers.
Oh, baby, that's what I like.
Of course, the story you've just heard, well...
All right, great song there by Dickie Goodman. So the next is going to be from one of my favorite movies, both Halloween movies and just at any time. Really, this is Little Shop of Horrors, and this came out in 1986. The original, there's an original that came out in like 1960 something, 68. So if you have a chance to watch that one, it was in black and white. If you have a chance to watch that one, I definitely highly recommend it. I watched it a few months ago. It was amazing, actually. So, but anyway, this is from the 1986 movie with Rick Moranis, and this is one of the songs from the soundtrack performed by Levi Tubbs. So let's go ahead and take a listen.
Better wait a minute. You better hold the phone. Better mind your manners. Better change your tone. Don't you threaten me, son. You gotta let her go. We're gonna do things my way. Or we're gonna do things at all. You don't know what you're messing with. You got no idea. You don't know what you're looking at. When you're looking here, you don't know what you're up against. No way, no how. You don't know what you're messing with. But I'm gonna tell you. Let me straight. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and I'm lame. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, and it looks like you've been had. I'm just a mean green mother from outer space, so get off my back, get off my face, 'cause I'm mean and green, and I am bad. Oh, yeah, I'm bad. Ooh. Wanna save your skin, boy? You wanna save your hide? You wanna see tomorrow? You better step aside. Better take a tip, boy. Want some good advice? You better take it easy, 'cause you're walking on thin ice. You don't know what you're dealing with. No, you never did. You don't know what you're looking at. But that's tough kitty, kid. The lion don't sleep tonight, and if you pull his tail, he roars. You see, that ain't fair. You see, that ain't nice. Know what I say of yours? Yeah. Watch me now. I'm just a mean
All right, so that was Mean Green Mother of Outer Space, Levi Tubbs, 1986. That was the unclean, non-radio edit. It says right on the record itself. So I guess there's a radio edit too. I don't have that version. But anyways, great movie, great song. So I'm glad it looks like I'm getting some comments here. That's awesome. Looks like people are having a good time. I'm glad. So the next song I have for you is called I Want to Bite Your Hand by Gene Moss. This came out in 1964. Great 45, great album. I had the album as well, but I'm going to play the 45. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this one.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something you may not understand, but I'm a thirsty vampire. I want to bite your head, shoot. I want to bite your head. I want to bite your head. Oh please don't scream. I know you think it's grand when I fly in your window. Just let me bite your hand. Just let me bite your hand. I want to bite your hand. And when I bite you, I feel happy inside. It's so delicious that my thirst I can't hide. I can't hide. I can't hide. Yeah, you got that something. I think you understand that I feel that something. I want to bite your hand. I want to bite your hand. Sure, I want to bite your hand. And when I bite you, I feel happy here inside. It's so delicious that my thirst I can't hide. I can't hide. I can't hide. Yeah, you got that something. I think you understand. When I feel that something, I want to bite your hand. I want to bite your hand. Sure, I want to bite your hand. I want to bite your hand. Sure.
All right, I Want to Bite Your Hand. That's of course, a cover of a Beatles song. I Want to Hold Your Hands by that one. That one was from Gene Moss. The next, now I was chatting here with Adrian about A Little Shop of Horrors. Yes, there was an original one back in, I want to say around 1964, 65, somewhere around there. It was in black and white. It's actually really good. If you get a chance to see it, I definitely recommend it. So the next song I have for you is from 1997. So this is from a movie called Casper, the Friendly Ghost, A Spirited Beginning, and the song is from the soundtrack of that movie. It was made by Casey and the Sunshine Band and Kool and the Gang. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this song.
Casper, the friendly ghost. Casper, the friendly ghost. Casper, the friendly ghost. Casper, the friendly ghost.
Casper, the friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know. Though grown-ups
the chicken, so you know it's all good. The friend that goes known around the world, loved by every single young boy and every young girl. Coming strong in a fast beat, talking about the friendly ghost they call Casper.
Casper, the friendly ghost. 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 Casper, the friendly
All right, so that was Casper the Friendly Ghost from the 1997 movie. Casper in A Spirited Beginning. So very awesome movie. So the next song here is going to be by the band's called the Five Man Electrical Band. Now this band is known for a big hit of theirs called Signs. So, and a lot of bands have covered that over the years, including Crocus and other bands. But I believe they're the ones that put it out originally called Signs. But this is a song that they put out in 1974. It's called Werewolf. It's all about a family, and the mother and father discovers that their son is a werewolf, and they're having to deal with this. So it's a very good song, great for Halloween time. Let's go ahead and give this werewolf song a listen.
Mama said, there's something weird about Billy. I looked in his room, his bed wasn't slept in at all last night. But Papa said,
now Mama, don't you go talking silly. He's just a young boy, he's just sowing his wild oats, and that's all right.
But Mama said, no, something real strange about my Billy. The farmer down the road said he lost a few of his sheep last night. I know he's my own flesh and blood, but he makes my blood run chilly. 'Cause I saw him from my window, and he was on the hill just screaming at the moonlight.
Is it any wonder we hate to see the sun go down? And is it any wonder we hate to see the full moon coming around?
So Papa said,
I guess there's only one thing to do about Billy. Hand me down my gun, son. Bring along that silver dinner bell.
But Mama said, Papa, I beg you don't kill him. 'Cause I just couldn't bear to think about my baby in hell.
But he went down to the blacksmith, got him out of bed and said, get your fire hot. Oh, shut up, you shutters, and close down the doors. We're gonna need all the heat you got. 'Cause I want you to melt my silver bell down to a single shot. I got a job to do, and I got to get it done before the sun comes up.
So is it any wonder that we hate to see the sun go down?
Then we heard a shot, and I said, Papa got him. Then we heard a scream, and Mama smiled and said,
Bitch, Billy got him.
but when I lifted up my eyes, there was Mama in the doorway staring at the floor. And my big brother Billy never did come home no more.
Is it any wonder we hate to see the sun go down? And is it any wonder we hate to see the full moon coming around?
right, so that was a 5-man electrical band. Very cool stuff. So, as Beat Up the Beat pointed out, I was wrong earlier. I thought that Crocus had done Signs. I don't think it was Crocus. I believe it was Tesla as well. Tesla had remade it, and several other bands had remade it as well. I know I have at least 2 or 3 45s from different bands of the song Signs, but I think it was originally by the 5-man electrical band. Let's go ahead and move on to the next song. This is called The Mummy. It's a pretty funny song, pretty great song put up by a guy named Bobby McPhadden in 1959. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this one.
I'm a mummy. I scare people. Watch what happens when I walk up to somebody. I'm a mummy. I was born 1,959 years ago. My daddy was a mummy too. Watch what happens when I walk up to somebody. I'm a mummy. I don't try to scare people. I really came back to life to buy a copy of Cookie, lend me your comb. But people run from me. Watch what happens when I walk up to somebody. I'm a mummy. I wish there was somebody somewhere who wasn't afraid of me. Oh, well. Watch what happens when I walk up to somebody. I'm a mummy.
That's cool.
I'm a mummy.
You mean you're a mother?
No, I'm a mummy.
I'm a beatnik.
People are afraid of me.
Yeah, I'm hip.
I was born 1,959 years ago.
Oh, yeah? Like, that's a long gig.
Where can I buy a copy of Cookie, lend me your comb?
Ooh, man, I don't dig that jazz. You know, Brubeck, Shearing, Modern Jazz Quartet.
I'm a mummy.
Man, you gotta walk through.
Aren't you afraid of me? Aren't you gonna scream?
Oh, yeah. Like help.
Okay, so that was a really awesome song there. And it mentioned another great song, Cookie, Lend Me Your Comb. So great novelty song as well. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So the next one is going to be another one by Boris Pickett. Again, he did the Monster Mash originally, but he put out an album of all kind of novelty songs. And this one's called the Monster Mash Jam. And this one is from 1970. Actually, I don't think this was on his original album. I think he put this out several years later because it came out in 1970. But again, this is called Monster Mash Jam. Let's go ahead and listen to this album, or this song.
What do you see, everybody? What would you like to say?
Master, my eyes are burning.
Yes, master, and the water is turning green.
Children, don't be afraid. It was late one night on the feast of St. George. 4 black coaches rounded Transylvania Gorge, bound for Castle Dracula's dark and misty halls, where the full moon cast its shadow along the cobwebbed walls. Come at once, it's urgent, the invitation's read, to a meeting of the monsters and creatures of the dead. Each one of us must face it, it's up to you and me, for the living have done nothing to help ecology. It's true, I've seen my country become a dry and barren land. Radioactive fallout
time that bomb was banned. And all my flies and spiders are dying, can't you see?
Dr. Frankenstein has told me it's because of DDT.
Calm yourselves, my children, there is an end in sight. Even through this wretched smog, we'll be the guiding light. Though we are a small minority, we refuse to walk the fence. We'll even drink polluted blood of corporate presidents.
It was a Monster Man jam one Halloween night.
A gathering of groovy heads, extremely uptight.
It was a Monster Man jam. It lasted till dawn. But when these dudes got moving, they moved.
Right on. Vampires in the Pentagon, where the real bloodsuckers thrive. If we don't stop their war game, there'll be no one left alive. Werewolves on Wall Street continue with their rape. We'll fix it so they strangle in their own ticker tape. Then we'll burn some midnight oil at the old refinery. We'll purify the air and detoxify the fear. With the real monsters gone, we'll be organically content to dwell in happy harmony in our new environment.
It was a Monster Man jam one Halloween night.
They got it together and did it upright.
It was a Monster Man jam, and now you should see.
All this time, the real monsters have been
You and me.
right on. Eagle, don't litter. Pick up that trash.
So as Adrian pointed out, this song definitely has a cool beat to it. Again, it came out in 1970 by Boris Pickett. Great song. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. Now this is interesting here. It's one of my favorite Halloween songs. This is called "I Want My Baby Back." Now, this came out in 1965. It actually went to number 99, I believe, on the Billboard Top 100. I think that's the chart, on one of the charts. It got to number 99, believe it or not. And the song was actually banned over in the UK from the radio. So, but it's a great song. Again, this is called "I Want My Baby Back," and this is by Jimmy Cross. So here we go.
I don't hardly know where to begin. I remember we were cruising home from the Beatles concert. I'd had such a wonderful evening sitting there watching my baby screaming and tearing her hair out and carrying on. She was so full of life then. Well, we were about 3 miles from home when all of a sudden it started to rain. And I do mean rain. I couldn't hardly see nothing. Well, we kept driving for about another mile when all of a sudden I see this stalled car right smack in front of me. Well, I wasn't about to slam on the brakes because it didn't have none to start with. So I swerved to the left, and what do I see? Some mushhead on a motorcycle heading right at us. And I knew at last, me and my baby were about to meet the leader of the pack. Well, when I come to, I looked around, and there was the leader, and there was the pack, and over there was my baby, and over there was my baby, And way over there was my baby. I want my baby back. Gotta have my baby back. I miss her oh so much. Can't live without her touch. It's been many months now since that fateful night, and you know something, I've tried. Believe me, I have tried, but I just can't make it without my baby. So, I've decided I'm gonna have her back one way or another. Oh, baby, I dig you so much. Hot dang, pay dirt.
So I got my baby back. I can't live without her touch. That was Jimmy Cross again doing I Want My Baby Back 1965. Great Halloween themed song. I'm glad I can share it with all of you again from my personal collection. I actually have 3 different copies of that 45. So the one you saw there in the picture was a newer reissue. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Next one is from 1984. It's called The Freaks Come Out at Night. It's by a band called Whodini. Let's go ahead and listen to them.
Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out. Freaks come out at night. 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 Freaks come out. Freaks come out at night.
Discos don't open till after dark, and it ain't till 12 till the party really starts. And I always had to be home by 10, right before the fun was about to begin. Crowds of people lined up inside and out, just for one reason, to rock the house. But in the daytime, the streets were clear. You couldn't find a good freak anywhere, cause
freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out.
Freaks come out at night.
Now when freaks get dressed to go out at night, they like to wear leather jackets, chains and spikes. They wear rips and zippers all in their shirts. Real tight pants and fresh mini skirts. All kinds of colors running through their hair, and you could just about spot a freak anywhere. But then again, you could know someone all their life, but might not know they're a freak unless you see them at night, cause
freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out.
Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out.
Freaks come out at night.
Now the party's jumping, the place is packed, and when the crowd's like this, I'm ready to rap. But before I can buzz around on the mic, freaks are all over me like white on rice. Freaks come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, but what I like about them most is that they're real good lovers. They do it in the park, they do it in the dark, but most freaks are known for breaking hearts. You can never tell what a freak is thinking of, and you may never catch a freak without at least one glove. They don't walk, when they step, they strut, and 9 times out of 10 they drive you nuts. So take my advice, you don't stand a chance. Freaks are so bad, they got their own dance. So if you wanna live a nice, quiet life, do yourself a favor, don't come out at night, cause
freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out.
Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night.
Freaks come out.
Freaks come out at night.
Get out to sea, show me that dope, show me the different, get a little show, work it out now, everybody have a good time. Get out to sea.
All right, and that was Whodini doing the Freaks Come Out at Night. Of course, it is Halloween Eve. Great time for the freaks to come out. Excuse me, my headphones seem to be slipping out. But anyways, yeah, great song for Halloween. Next we have a song by Bill Buchanan, came out in 1962, called The Night Before Halloween. Now, Bill Buchanan was friends with Dickie Goodman. Dickie Goodman and Bill Buchanan did a lot of songs together. I already played one Dickie Goodman song in this lineup, but this is Bill Buchanan by himself. Again, this is 1962, The Night Before Halloween. Let's go ahead and take a listen, shall we?
Was the night before Halloween, and all through my house, not a monster was stirring, not even a mouse. Igor was snuggled, all safe in his bed. He lay there so still, you'd think he was dead. The bats were all hung round the chimney with care, hanging there planning which people to scare. And racked in his coffin, and I, my lab, creating a monster still warm on his slab. When all of a sudden I heard such a clatter, I ran from my lab to see what was the matter. I ran to the chamber, quick as a flash. There were my monsters doing the mash.
Everybody
I broke up the party and put them away, and told them to rest, for tomorrow's their day. When all of a sudden the clock struck 13, and Frankenstein yelled, "It's Halloween! Up, Igor, Dracula, out of your bed. Let's go downtown and wake up the dead." And as the whole gang started off in the night, I heard them all singing, "Happy Halloween to all, and to all a good Friday."
All right, great song there by Bill Buchanan. So the next one is going to be by Ted Cassidy. Now he played Lurch on the original Addams Family back in 1965, and this song also was put out by Ted Cassidy in 1965. It's called The Lurch. But you know what? Lurch's voice is definitely, Halloween related. So it's a really great song. Let's go ahead and listen to The Lurch by Ted Cassidy.
You're welcome to a dance
All right, really great song there, again by Ted Cassidy, who played Lurch on the original Addams Family. Since we're on the Addams Family, great song for Halloween time. I do have that on 45 due to the theme. It is an instrumental version of the song. It was this one was put out by Mizzy, who did the original song from the TV show as well. But let's go ahead and listen to this instrumental version of the song. Oh, really? Oh, there we go. So, really great song there. Mizzy did the original theme song, Addams Family. So there we go. I remember watching Addams Family when I was just a kid on TV. I watched it almost every day on reruns on my UHF channel. Morticia and Gomez and Cousin Knit and all that, Uncle Fester. And it was just a great TV show. I watched it all the time. So I was very excited when I found that 45 and added it to my collection. And I wanted to go and share it with you. So the next we have is The Witch Queen of New Orleans by a band called Redbone. So a really great song. Let's go ahead and take a listen to it.
She'll put a spell on you. Mari, Mari, da voodoo vo. She'll put a spell on you. Mari, Mari, da voodoo vo. She's the witch queen. Ow,
Okay, so the Witch Queen of New Orleans, she'll put a spell on you. And great time to put spells on people is on Halloween Eve, which is right now. So let's go ahead and move on to the next song here. We have, let me see my list here. We have, there we go, Monster Shindig by Danny Hutton, 1965. Another great novelty record that came out back in the day, with just Halloween songs on it. And this here is a single off that album. Let me go ahead and bring that up, and we'll go listen to it.
Let's have a party, big, big, big. Let's hear the beat that we all dig. Dance with Lucy or dance the jig at the monster.
Okay, and my cell phone kind of fell on my stand here. I don't know if you heard that during the song. I apologize. But that was the Monster Shindig, again by Danny Hutton. Came out in 1965. Great, great song. So next we have the Monster Mash, but this one is by a band called The Monsters. Came out in 1972. Now, this band, The Monsters, they were originally called Children of the Night. And but turns out they found out that there was already another band with the name Children of the Night, so they had to change their name to The Monsters. But either way, it's a great, great cover by them, again from 1972. Let's go ahead and listen to Children of the Night, aka The Monsters, and their version of the Monster Mash.
Everybody clap your paws to the Wolfman on the drums. I was working in the lab very late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from the slab began to rise, and suddenly before my very eyes,
he did the mash.
He did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash
was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
The Monster Mash.
He did the Monster Mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom of the vampire's feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abode to get a jolt of my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
They caught on in a flash.
The Monster Mash.
They did the Monster Mash. The zombies were having fun. The party has just begun. Guests included the Wolfman, the mummy, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Frankie Unchained the back by some hound. The coffin bangers gave us an awful fright with their vocal group, the Children of the Night. They played the Monster Mash. It was a graveyard smash. They got on in a flash. They played the Monster Mash.
Now out from his coffin tracks, voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by the same old thing. He shook his fist and he flexed his muscle and said,
Whatever happened to my Transylvania hustle? It's now the Monster Mash. And it's a graveyard smash. You'll catch on in a flash. It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything is cool. I'm the leader of the band. The Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, the mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them the rock sent you.
And you can mash.
And you can monster mash.
The Monster Mash.
And do my graveyard smash.
And you can mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
The Monster Mash.
Dance on, my children of the night. Play, mommy, play.
Okay, and that was the Monster Mash by Children of the Night, aka the Monsters. So a great cover for them. But let's go ahead and move on to the next song. We have Midnight Hour by the Chocolate Watchband. This is also a cover, I believe. I don't believe they did the original. But this is, again, the Midnight Hour from 1967, the Chocolate Watchband. Let's go ahead and take a listen. right, so that was the Midnight Hour by the Chocolate Watch Band of 1967. I don't know about you, but I love the music from the late 60s and the early 70s that had the organs. When they played the organs on the music, it was just so good. Precursor to the synthesizers that you hear later in the 70s. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the next song here. My cell phone decided to turn off. So the next song here we have is called Dr. Gorrie's Lab. This is an obscure record. It's not even on Discogs. I don't think that they pressed very many of them, so I was lucky to go and find this. It's another one of these breakout records, but it's pretty cool. It's put out by a duo called Heggeness and West. Put out in 1973. I think this is a radio station duo from St. Cloud, Minnesota. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and put my cell phone here. And let me go ahead and get this going for you. Again, this is Dr. Gorrie's Lab.
This is reporter Coward K. Smith, and today we're visiting the laboratory of Mad Dr. Peter Gorrie.
Hello.
Dr. Gorrie, how do you get along with your monsters?
Monsters, tell Mr. Smith how we get along.
Dr. Gorrie, is that Count Dracula hanging upside down?
Yes, he always sleeps like that.
Dracula, what does Dr. Gorrie say about your sleeping like that?
Get down. Dracula, how is your wife Vampira?
Better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog.
Count Dracula, didn't someone drive a stake through your heart once?
Yes, Dracula. What did you say when they tried to drive a stake through your heart?
Isn't that Wolfman over there?
Yes. Where are you going, Wolfman? Why are you going home?
It's the baddest part of town.
How are you going to get to town?
What do you have living inside this ancient tomb?
Oh, that's the mummy. He's trying to get free from his bandages.
Listen, I think the mummy is trying to say something.
Doesn't it hurt to take those bandages off?
It can really make me cry.
Mummy in the tomb, how do you feel about your present situation?
Live and let die.
That strange little man over there, is that Igor?
Yes, I have been giving him electric treatments. Igor, tell Mr. Smith how you've been feeling since the treatments.
I do believe I'm feeling stronger every day.
Now, let's go to the shop where the monster is being made. Listen, I've taught my monster to talk. Say something to Mr. Smith.
My name is Michael. I got a nickel.
Mr. Smith, come follow me around this corner. And in this room...
My girl is Cindy when we get married.
Oops, wrong door.
What's going on back there?
No one knows what goes on behind closed doors.
Well, Mr. Smith, you have visited my laboratory. Do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Gorrie. Why do you keep yourself locked up all the time in your laboratory?
It's the people. They think I'm crazy.
So the people think I'm crazy. I'm sure a lot of you out there probably think I'm crazy, but hey, you know what? That's fine. I have no problem with that. So that was Dr. Gorrie's Lab, an obscure breakout song from 1973. So the next one here is from 1959. So going way back, this is called The Monster and is put out by a pair of kings. So let's go ahead and give this a listen.
Last night I put my sneakers on. Went to the movie at the Old Bon Ton. This monster came upon the scene in CinemaScope on a wide screen. He flipped his tail and the mountain broke.
ugly hoof, and he puffed with fire and smoke. Suddenly there in the dark by heck, well, I felt two arms around my neck. At first I shivered and I shook with fright. Then I saw what it was a-holding me tight. Well, clinging to me was a scared female, swinging this chick with a ponytail. Each time she heard the monster roar, she closed her eyes and cuddled up more. And when that movie show was through, well, I took her home like she wanted me to. We saved our nickels and we saved our dimes. We saw that movie 14 times. We saw that movie 14 times. We saw that movie 14 times.
Okay, The Monster from A Pair of Kings, 1959. Great little novelty song for you. Help get us all in the mood for Halloween. So the next one here is by I think this person already had one song in this tonight that I played. His name is Zacherle. On the 45, they actually misspelled it to put a Y at the end of his name. There's no Y at the end of his name. That's okay. This came out in 1960. This is called The Coolest Little Monster. So let's go ahead and give this a listen.
You're horrid, you're ghastly, and I love you true. So here are some presents I'm sending to you. I'll send a small box of smallpox, a large tub of hubbub, your own noose for home use, a crate full of hateful, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. I'll send a lipstick of arsenic, one urn of sunburn, 6 cups of hiccups, a bin full of sinful, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. Monster mine, you haunt me all the time. I'll be true, I'm so in love with you. Looby dooby dooby dooby, 8 pairs of hangnails, some pass cards for graveyards, a werewolf that's your wolf, some bat wings for earrings, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. My dear, you're ravishing. Wherever did you dig up that dress? Monster mine, you haunt me all the time. I'll be true, I'm so in love with you. Looby dooby dooby dooby, green hair for nightwear, some lap robes of earlobes, a hat pin of bat skin, and 3 scraps of kneecaps, 'cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. My dear, since I first laid my eyes on you, I can't get them back in the sockets. 'Cause you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me.
So you're the coolest little monster that ever put the spook on me. Great song there by Zacherle. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So next we have The Twilight Zone. This is put out in 1979 by the Manhattan Transfer. Great song for this band. Personal favorite of mine. I'm a huge fan of the show The Twilight Zone. No matter what decade, I think it came out in the 60s, it came out again in the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, and I think they had it come out 3 or 4 different times. Every time it's been on the air, I always watch it. So even the one that was on a couple of years ago was pretty good as well. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to this version of the song by the Manhattan Transfer. This is Twilight Zone.
With a key, you unlock a door to imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sight. A dimension of sound. A dimension of mind. You're moving through a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. Guiding you through this wondrous journey is the hypnotic sound of the Twilight Zone.
Okay, so that was The Twilight Zone. Of course, the original show came out back in the 60s, and it's been redone over and over again, but I believe that song is the original version of that particular song is by the Manhattan Transfer. So next we're moving on to, and I've already played this song once, way early in the show. I think it was like the third song. It's called Haunted House. I think it was originally put out by Jumpin' Gene Simmons. but this is another cover of it by Sam the Sham. Now, Sam the Sham is the lead singer from the band Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. This came out in 1965. This is his version of Haunted House. It's a really good version. Let's go ahead and take a listen to it.
I just moved in my new house today. Moving was hard, but I got squared away. When bells started ringing and chains ran loud, I knew I'd moved in a haunted house. Still I made up in my mind to stay. Nothing wasn't gonna drive me away. When I see something that give me the creep, had one big eye and two big feet. I stood right still and I did the freeze. It did the stroll right up to me. Made a noise with a speed to sound like a drum. Said you gonna be here when morning comes. Say yes, I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be right here and I ain't gonna run. I bought this house, now I am boss. Ain't no Hank's gonna run me off. In my kitchen, my stove was a blazing hot. Coffee was a boiling in the pot. My grease had melted in my hand. I had a hunk of meat in my hand. From outer space there sat a man on the hot stove with the pots and pans. Say that's hot, I begin to shout. He drank the hot coffee right from the spout. He ate the raw meat right from my hand. Drank the hot grease from the frying pan. I said to me, you better run. And don't be here when the morning comes. Say yes, I'll be here when the morning comes. I'll be right here and I ain't gonna run. I bought this house, now I am boss. Ain't no Hank's gonna run me off.
That was Sam the Sham and his version of the Haunted House. I really like that song. I think I have like 6 or 7 different covers, but all different groups that have done that song. It's a very popular song for people to do covers of. Again, I believe the first one was by Jumpin' Gene Simmons back in 1969. So we're going to go ahead and get to the next song here. This is Spooky Movies by Roy Clark, put out in 1963. Let's go ahead and listen to some spooky movies.
When I asked my baby for a date, she said she'd rather stay at home up late. Said my cold, cold kisses give her chills, but the spooky, spooky movies always give her thrills. My baby loves the spooky, spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky, spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. Bow, 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 bow. She said if I
I look like a King Kong, a big and hairy and a mean and strong. I might have a chance to compete with the things that cause the creature from the deep. My baby loves the spooky, spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky, spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. She thinks Dracula is so fine. They say vampire is all time. She tells me I'm just not her kind. I guess the one for her is Frankenstein. My baby loves the spooky, spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky, spooky movies. My baby loves the spooky movies. Bow, 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 spooky movies. Bow, 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 spooky movies. Bow, 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 bow.
So My Baby Loves the Spooky Movie. There we go. That was Roy Clark from back in, well, my cell phone turned off again. Let me turn it back on. 1963. So we're coming down to the last song of the evening. Can you believe I played 30 45s for you all? I hope you all have enjoyed this Halloween special. I could have done 50 or 60 45s, but I think that'd be way too long. I think 30 was a good round number. But the next song I picked out for you is a song that my mom had when I was a kid. She had this on a 45. And it's kind of weird. I wouldn't think that my mom would actually like this song, but she had it, and as a kid, I listened to it. So, but it's a really great song. It's called DOA. It came out in 1971 by a band called Blood Rock. So let's go ahead and listen to DOA.
Looking at the ceiling, someone lays a sheet across my chest. Something warm is flowing down my fingers. Pain is flowing all through my back. I tried to move my arm and there's no feeling. And when I look, I see there's nothing there. The face beside me stopped, it's wholly bleeding. The girl I knew has such a distant stare. His face is pale as it can be. He bends and whispers something softly. He says, there's no chance for me.
Remember
is flowing out my body. Pain is flowing out with my blood. The sheets are red and moist where I'm lying. God in heaven, teach me how to die. I remember we were flying alone and hit something in the air. I remember we were flying alone and hit something in the air.
All right, so that is the end of the 45s. There's some chats going on. I'm listening. I'm reading Deandra and Tora talking about 80s music. I am a big fan of 80s music, but half of all my LPs in my collection are from the 1980s or maybe even a bit more. So, and of course, I have a bunch of 80s 45s as well. I was born in 1965, but I graduated high school in 1983. And that's the 80s were definitely a big influence on my musical taste. Styx, Journey, Quiet Riot, Def Leppard, all those great bands. So yeah, I really like 80s a lot. But I do want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope y'all have enjoyed these songs, these Halloween themed songs. And it is Halloween Eve, so I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I wanted to have a chance to go ahead and share these with all of you. So, but I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight and go ahead and end the stream. But I do want to thank everybody for watching tonight and for joining in. And again, I'll see you all next time.